Hi guys, welcome back to more episodes of The Wire. We're on to episode 5. We are still getting used to this series yet. That last episode, we've lost one of our crew already because of his brush with the kid who basically beat his ass. And he's taking early retirement. He's even suggested and hinted the other guy should, maybe take a fall as well. And he was just about to till he got interrupted. They're still trying to get more on Barksdale. And to be able to get this cloning procedure and the paperwork and everything that's required, which I wasn't aware they needed to do, to show they've exhausted all of the avenues of investigation, that they're not getting any further than the streets. Kima, is she called? Nickname, Kima. Has pretty much sent them out making sure that they note down just exactly how they're going to do that, and they've kind of wangled it, showing we're not getting anywhere. We're not getting closer to anything, and we're certainly not getting any closer to him. So that's pretty much where we're up to right now. And I did enjoy him and his partner recreating, just going back with the story that Barksdale told us about the girl that he had to pop, and them finding the casing, and then finding the bullet lodged and covered up, showing there was never a proper investigation done because it's just some girl in the hood. Anyway, let's carry on. This is episode 5.
What you care? You never used the damn phone in here, no how.
What's up, baby? I need you to get them phone lines up out that house.
Out the apartment? Why? I'm saying, what's Shantae gonna say about not having a line in our own place? I'm just saying, though, man, it seems like we just going past careful, man, with all of this, man. Like we bugging out or something.
What you blowing out your mouth for, man? You act like ain't nobody you have to get me, man. I don't got no motherfucking enemies.
Hey, yo, boo!
I'ma slide up through here, and barely, you gonna cover the alley.
Yo!
That'd be the trap right there, Holmes.
You figure they rolled through the alley for sure?
Foundation of your case, detective. You lay it in right, you can build on it. You lay it in wrong, everything on top falls.
You solemnly swear and affirm that the affidavit is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
I do.
Same frequency as the one carried by D'Angelo Barksdale.
Yeah.
He gets a page, we get a page.
Huh.
Something ain't right, yo.
Watch out, man. Here come that fool.
Oh shit.
Here he comes.
Easy to see why I'm around here stealing our shit.
Because you ain't paying attention.
Yo, you know what? What?
Oh, here we go. Pages have gone off.
Get it.
But they are not paying as much attention as they should be.
He's got the same numbers on the readout of the clone pager, so it's not the recorder.
He's mostly using the code to cover their calls?
Uh-huh. Every time someone uses either the payphones in the low-rise court, we get the telephone number, the time, and the duration of the call.
Incoming calls, too.
Spy shit.
People automatically judge this kind of situation and the players and the people involved that they're idiots, that all criminals are stupid. They are to a certain extent because they're focused on one goal, and sometimes everything else gets left behind. Their sights narrow, their field narrows too much. But if they're doing this, I mean, that's today's equivalent of using mobile phones, you cloning their phone, because pages are gone now, and them running you around the whole bloody world on untraceable VPNs and everything so that you don't get it, or that it's an encrypted code. That they have everything in place to make sure they're not being surveilled properly. And even if they are, it's going to make no goddamn sense. I wasn't expecting that. I thought that was expected to be a complete clear line of sight, that as soon as they've got the clone pages, the number's going to come up, and they have.
You wanna take him?
Can't hurt to try. We pop Omar, get a gun.
He might let us work him. Anything coming through on the pager?
8 hits so far.
Yeah.
Most of them in some kind of code.
String, man, I can't lie. Them stick-up boys, they caught us dead up. And the knockers, I don't know what the fuck that was.
Your uncle and me, we think you got a snitch up in the shop.
What?
Someone who tips off the stick-up crew. Now, what you gonna do? You gonna call him like you gonna pay him? And then you crack him. You tell him you're not happy. These niggas gonna be like, fuck it, let me quit this game here and go to college? No, I mean, they gonna buck a little, but they're not gonna walk. When they flat-ass broke, them the that you struck off your list. They eating, get that steady rolling, ain't asking you for shit. That's the I wanna hear about. Understand?
I used to have a guy like Omar working for me. A guy named Reuben Terry.
Is it good?
Saw the street like we wish we could.
Still dragging from the whooping Kima put on us. Fucked you up like a cop should, didn't she? One thing about Kima, she put a hurting on you like a man.
You racking up all kinds of points, ain't you? First you put a cop in the hospital, damn near kill his ass with that punch. I got a partner outside who can't wait to get in here and fuck you up. Cop you banged was Herc's uncle. You know, you remind me of me. I want for you to suck my dick.
That was coming. Not specifically that.
You supposed to be the good cop, dumb motherfucker.
Here we go.
The waiter will be with you shortly.
I have no idea what he's doing here.
Like your dinner?
Yeah. That shrimp was right.
Yeah, it was good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get all dressed up, right? Come all the way across town. Fancy place like this.
Your money good, right? D, we ain't the only black people in here.
I'm just saying, you know, I feel like some shit just stay with you.
Boy, don't nobody give a damn about you and your story. You got money, you get to be whatever you say you are. That's the way it is.
There is two ways of looking at it.
You holler at the boy Scar. Let him know, man, it's time for him to take a stroll. If he give you any beef at all, we gonna put We Bear and Bird on it.
Right.
Or if you think it's some cats in there who got game, then we put them on our team.
Right. Who you wanna run it?
Let's think him up here. Listen, I'm giving you points on the package. So you make a go of it. You hear me? So you're gonna put out the strong product. You're gonna get the locals behind it. It's just simple as that. You get your team together. You feel me? It's We Bear. You got one.
Oh, you think it's Omar?
Nah. It's one of the youngins. I think.
Oh, 1 down, 2 to go, right?
Yeah, motherfuckers.
This dude's paranoid at the moment. In a black plastic bag.
A match? Which case?
One you just brought me, Bunk. Casing of that girl shot up in Northeast?
The case,
Crescent.
yeah.
Deirdre Crescent, right, yeah. She matches up with 2 other cases, both from last year. Yeah, them. Casings from all 3 killings go to a 45, probably Colt Classic.
Bought you something. Yeah, some chicken pieces and some fries.
Oh.
How long you gonna have that for? There was nothing I could do, you know?
It's like first I got beat, right? And then I get this.
What are these for, huh? Bug, huh?
They checked me when I was in the hospital.
Are they sure? I mean, I didn't come past sooner, but I've been on kind of like a mission.
A mission?
Yeah. The hoppers that beat you down?
I'm not entirely certain with when this is said. Whether I know what he's meaning by it, but I don't know which one he's meaning by it. If this was 80s, early 90s, I would say AIDS, HIV. The fact that they are into what they're into, I'd be thinking more like Hep B. I have no clue if you guys can help me out on that.
No, come on. No, I'm not working for him. I'm working with him. I mean, why? How you gonna ask me why? Why the fuck you in here, man, with all these falling out motherfuckers?
It's all part of the game, right?
He's getting his own back.
I mean, you taught me that.
Thought he was doing it for you.
Yo, D, man. You know, me and Pooh, we be steady working, and, you know, nothing sloppy, no troubles, right? And we was wondering if maybe you could let a little something go till payday, because, you know, right now, we some broke-ass niggas, man.
Deidre was playing with scary people.
Who might that be?
You know, you called this in after the murder, and you told the detective that you talked to her the night she was killed?
Yeah, she called. She said she had to go. Dee was at the door. Yeah, she was killed that night.
Dee was her boyfriend?
No, Dee was his nephew or something. You know Avon?
Question is, how do you know him? You out there running the street with the players?
I used to be. And one time he was there with all his people in one of those big booths ordering drinks, and Deidre ate that shit up.
And you?
I she did.
Some of those places, everybody in there is on some kind of game. She was with Avon for like a year. Toward the end, she started to get real possessive, and that didn't sit with Avon, because he has other girls, too. Anyway, she started bitching on him. 1 minute, crying to him. Next minute, threatening to do all kinds of things.
She threatened Avon and Barksdale.
Girl was off the hook. She said that if he dumped her, she was gonna tell about the drugs.
Oh,
Did she write this
that's
letter?
why she's dead.
I don't know.
The one biggest mistake, no matter how involved they get or don't get, whether the emotions get involved, whether they fall for them, for whatever the reasons may be, from this girl's point of view and her friend who ended up dead, if you've gotten involved with the major player, with Avon, and you are acting, let's say, bipolar, as in what she's just said, 1 minute you're all into him, the next minute you're screaming and shouting at him, you're getting possessive, you want him to yourself. Of course, he's got other girls. If you start threatening, you're going to talk, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, it's not going to end well, is it? It's not going to let you bring him down.
But Avon has a club?
Orlando's, a titty bar.
Does he own it?
That's what Deidre said.
Man, my uncle still got me working on salary.
Damn, boy. You ain't the only one your uncle keeps close.
I know you getting a little something on this by now.
Nah, man. I'm just the front. Clean name for the liquor board. Can I see you sometime? Like, you know, not in here?
She's gorgeous, by the way. Just saying.
I don't usually see men that I've been here.
Yeah.
What kind of strip joint has a video camera looking out?
More to it than the girls, maybe. You get a company name running through the state corporate charter office.
Also, homicide picked up one Saturday night. Might be one of ours. He's found wearing Kevlar, but it didn't help. 39 casings on the scene from 3 different guns.
About right if he was running with Omar.
Look it, a buddy.
Any use?
Just because I wish they'd use the right number.
I'm not, by the way, with this series, I'm personally trying to stay impartial and on the fence. I'm not particularly rooting for either side. I'm just enjoying seeing and watching it play out, because the way that the show's portrayed and put together, it's not just a cop show. You're rooting for the cops all the time. That's it. Everybody else is in and out, and you know, it's different perps, different bad guys every week. It isn't that. So I'm enjoying seeing a lot of what are all going to be our main characters develop, and their stories and their backgrounds and everything. And I'm looking at it from both sides here. I kind of like D. I really do kind of like him. There's something different about him, and I can't really put it into words yet.
Don't nobody want to hear them dirty words, man. Especially coming from such a beautiful mouth.
This I wasn't expecting. You don't get this very often. Not at all.
Now I'm working number.
It would have worked if you knew the code.
And he knows it. I have a feeling it's not crosses down.
Shit, I'm as
Yeah, I know what
surprised
he's
as you.
doing here. I don't know, right? He's about to reveal it. I have no idea. You're thinking linear and left to right the way we read. And I don't think it is.
I like word search puzzles. You know, where you gotta find the hidden words?
Yeah.
Take the number I sent you.
He's on the right track.
Now, take the 7, jump it over the 5. You get 3. Jump the 1 over the 5. You
Yeah,
get
there's
9. 3, that's 7. 4 is 6. A 3 again, 0 switches with the 5. So 714-3432 is 396-7678. Our number. If it was a code that involved math or algebra
They
or
wouldn't be
whatever,
able to do it.
these little yos in the projects wouldn't be able to follow
No,
along.
they wouldn't.
How the phone looks when you look at it.
Press you.
I'm actually super impressed. And he's right. If it involved any sort of algebra or math, not a chance. You might have 2 or 3 that could work it out if you explained it to them, but the majority, especially when they're high, will get most of it wrong. But just jumping on the keypad, because we all know every phone's the same. Even your smartphone now is still the same. It's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. It's still the same. Every keypad is designed the same, just as, you know, like an English keyboard, the keys are all in the same place. I wonder if when he says it's jump the 5, is there some sort of anagram in this? When it's about jumping the 5 to work out the code, and underneath the 5 happens to be the 0, I wonder if that's done on purpose as a big fuck you to them because it's the 5-0. Just a thought.
Little genius.
You are a genius. You finally did some actual placement.
Hell yeah, that's so good.
Innit? Jump the 5, look at the old 5-0,
Take him out
please.
of here and put him in a private nursing home.
Or have I just come up with that?
Yeah, well,
And it doesn't mean anything.
You know, she ain't never gonna let that go.
Tell you something, man. You about to see your uncle. You understand me? This family. Man. You never figured on this, did you? Live the life, leave the life. Ain't no big thing.
Yeah.
He used to talk that shit all the time, and he believed it. You know what I'm saying?
I know he's in there.
He scare you, don't he? See, if he did, you know, I could carry it better.
Yeah.
Coming up to what we did, you know, you kind of expect that.
But lying there like
Waiting
this,
on it.
wasting away.
The thing is, you only got to fuck up once. Be a little slow, be a little late. Just once. And how you ain't gonna never be slow? Never be late? You can't plan for no shit like this, man. It's life.
Omar with no gun on the street? Must be a first.
Yeah, sometimes who you are is enough, dog. I ain't taking no charge, and you only put me back up in no cage.
We're not here to bury you, Omar. Avon's been chalking up a lot of bodies, you being you.
Put it that way, I guess it could be a little problem, but
If you do happen to take a charge, though. I'm McNulty, that's Greg's. You know, I used to work the homes, back when your brother was up there. You get a chance, let them know they blew up John Bailey last night. Come on, don't play me. What working man, what bird?
come on, now ain't but one working man, now is there? I think your snitch can handle that. Shit, Bubbles no bird.
We should have had a tap at the project payphones by now. A wire there will get us the drugs. Keep pushing, we'll get a whiff of the money too. And I know how slippery it gets the higher you go. But for me, I don't want to go to no dance unless I can rub some tit.
Appreciate your honesty.
Hey, yo, that's him.
That's who?
One of the ones that robbed us, the light-skinned boy.
To make a call. Yeah, I got that.
Hey, yo, find the phone real quick. So, look like my man D got himself an emergency.
Who, he been stuck up again?
My people on the one of Omar's boys down the Greeks.
Oh, word? I should tell you. I'm gonna take care of it.
All right.
Ah, and there's no one here watching any of this.
Ain't nobody coming.
Yo, D said wait.
Yo, he's still in there?
Yeah, he in there playing the games.
All right. You sharp, son. What's your name?
Wallace.
Wallace? All right. This nigga gonna point him out to us, all right?
Yeah.
Yo, it's done. Nice work, guys.
All right.
I mean, it's all logged anyway. 7 seconds. That was a very interesting episode. I love the simplicity of how that guy figured that code out. So he's not completely bloody useless. And it just happened to be because it's something he enjoys doing. It's kind of a bit of a hobby or anything. He got thinking and worked it out. It had to be something relatively simple, but without knowing it, without being able to decrypt it, they're nowhere. What's going to happen there? I mean, that guy just pulling the cuffs out. What are you going to... You take him? I take it you're not just going to go in there and blast the dude. You're going to probably take him God knows where, interrogate him, beat the living shit out of him and find out everything that he knows. Or have Omar come to you because you got his boy. I don't know. Feel a bit sorry for McNulty in this episode, a little, that he made that kind of effort, got a load of shit off his wife, ex-wife, and then no show. Like I said, because this show is showing us it's not just a detective show. It's not just concentrating on just taking down whoever they need to take down and us never really getting to know them. It's just in, arrest, whatever. Because it's given us both sides, it's making the show a lot darker than it would normally be. Even though half of these aren't exactly squeaky clean themselves. But I don't know. So far, my favourite characters tend to be McNulty and Dee. I haven't decided on the rest. Not yet. They've made that match with the casing that they found. And like I said during commentary, I don't know whether that is more of what Dee's done previously with the other cases that it's been linked to, or whether that's a gun that's been handed and passed off onto him. Not surprised that the girl ended up dead with what her friend said what she'd gotten into and how she was acting around Avon. So I don't know what else is going to come from that yet. There's still a little bits of dialogue. The other guy, whenever he talks, I'm struggling to decompile and translate what the hell he's saying. This bug thing, and with the uncle, with what he's dying from here, I need you guys to give me the lowdown on this as to what it is he's suffering from, and when they mention this, whether the meaning, well, basically, what are they meaning? Are they meaning AIDS? Are they meaning HIV? Are they meaning Hep B? Or is it something else? I don't know, because like I've said before already, this show doesn't speed feed you. You have to pretty much work everything out yourself. So I would like to know, so if you could post down in the comments from it. You know I do these completely blind, so I haven't looked up any information on it. I'd rather just find out from you. You can give me, without giving any spoilers, you can just give me the answer to my question. Right, we'll be back with episode 6 next week. Until then, you can always watch this episode in full length if you wish over on Patreon. They are quite long episodes, so the YouTube edits, if that's what you're currently watching here, are obviously going to cut out quite a lot of the main storyline. I don't know how much I can leave in, so you can always check the link in the description. That will send you over to Patreon. Also, don't forget, if you are not already subscribed, I would appreciate it, all the subscribing stuff down here, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. See you for episode 6 next week. Take care.